Um, it's always been a battle of mine. Like again, it's my weight has fluctuated. Ever since I got married. When I met my wife, I was lifting weights 4 or 5 days a week. I was running 6 miles a day, so I was pretty fit. I can eat a medium and large pizza by myself and not gain any weight. My metabolism was like through the roof. And and as I got married and stuff like that, I started, again, working full time, going to school full time and stuff. Something has to suffer and something has to be put to the back end, and it's not going to be my wife. I didn't want it to be my school. I need to work, so it's like my exercise and everything. So I've gotten big, and trying to balance it out. But I mean, a lot of it is, some of the things is that I've got to get this pain under control.
Right.
I know a lot of it is with my weight. The doctor says a lot of it's bursitis and it's a lot my weight. I know there's other things in there that are wrong, but they won't look at it and they won't do nothing about it until I get the weight down, because with the weight it's just going to cause it to happen again and everything else. So, right. So I mean, and I've got to do something, and I live in pain in my knees every day, 24/7. I mean, I can't stand for very long. It hurts. I can't sit for very long. It hurts. I have to keep stretching out my knees, stretching out my legs, moving, stuff like that. And if I want this stuff to get taken care of, I've got to do something, because obviously the doctors don't want to do nothing to it until it's, heaven forbid, I might need knee replacement, but they're not going to touch me or anything until I get a lot of my weight off of me.
Right.
Like I said, I'm 300 plus pounds. I've got to get something off.
Right. And the optimist in me wants to look at it as a blessing in disguise, from the standpoint that as you take your bike riding, for example, as you're getting to the routine of bike riding and you're doing other things that are going to kind of keep yourself active, with blood flow through your knee, like biking, swimming, these sort of activities. Well, I want to say that that's going to help to kind of adapt you to a different lifestyle that you weren't formerly accustomed to before the knee pain.
Well, I think a lot of it too is some of the knee pain right now comes down to knee stiffness.
Right.
And so, it just like anything, you don't use it, it's going to hurt, it's going to get stiff. Your joints are that way. I mean, I know a lot of my pain came from, I'll be honest, I used to come home after work and I'd sit down and I'd play video games until I went to bed. I mean, on my days off. 12 hours a day I'd be playing video games.
Right.
I'd sit down, so I'm not using my knees, I'm not moving and getting up and doing something.
Right.
So I know a lot of it's like, you might call it like knee rust or whatever, and it's just stiffness that I have to work out and I have to get. And I think a lot of it I think the weight's going to take a lot of the knee pain off, but as I keep moving it and doing the exercises, like I said, right now swimming, I have to have a gym because, gym membership and financially right now that's not feasible for me, because like I said, I've got 2 adult kids. I'm going to school full time. My wife's going to school plus working. And again, I've had gym memberships. Like we've talked in the office and stuff. I've had gym memberships where it's like, okay, I don't feel like going today. And then it just adds on the next day. I don't feel like going. Next thing you know, it's been 1.5 years and I've still got the gym membership and never even gone. And then so like, what's the point? To where the bike is something that I have in my garage. Excuse me. I don't have to pay for it or anything like that. And like I said, there was an opportunity with these last 2 weeks being off of work and stuff with time change. I get out at 6:30, 6:45 from class. Still got a lot of daylight left. It's a 25-minute ride home from Cal State to my house. So it's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to start riding.
There you go.
Riding to school, riding back. At least that's some form of exercise, because I need some kind of exercise. I've tried walking, but again, the walking is the jarring on my knees, and it just kills my knees. And a lot of it is I do a lot of standing and a lot of walking at work through the manufacturing plant. And I mean, I come home and I'm icing my knees. I have to sleep with a pillow between my legs because of the knee pain. It hurts me the next day. And so, biking is something that there's no impact to my knees. It's a fluid movement when you're riding and you're pedaling and everything. So I'm getting that exercise through my legs, which is a big part of, you know, to help with your weight losses because they're the biggest muscles in your body or in your legs and stuff. And so just working them out, it's going to help me, you know, and again, getting active and doing something, getting out and doing something. Right. And that's a lot of it. I mean, I have a stationary bike at home. I don't ride it. Yeah. Because again, with my ADD, which is the attention deficit disorder with a hyperactivity, right. I get bored. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sitting there. The scenery stays the same. Where bicycling, getting out, riding the bike path and stuff like that. Right. I mean, like I said before, when I worked the second shift, I'd ride 110 miles a week. I mean, I would ride from my house, which I lived by Stockdale High School, and I would ride out to Enos Lane and back. And that's a 25-mile round trip, and I do that 3 days a week. And then 1 day a week, I would ride from my house up to Bakersfield College and back, and that's like a 35-mile round trip ride and stuff. So, you know, I'm getting that. I was getting that exercise, and I was getting out, and I liked it because I had a partner to ride with and everything like that. You know, a lot of it is like, you know, like me, I need that support. Right. So having somebody to work out with, somebody to ride with, somebody like that to kind of help me focus on my goals is what I need. Right. Or else I get bored and it's like, skip it. Why do it? You know? Exactly.
So it sounds like, Sean, because I believe that your story is going to help a lot of people out there. It sounds like it starts with having the right support group around yes. you, your family. You mentioned making small changes. Yes. As well, making things a part of your lifestyle, making it a part of your lifestyle, not trying to hit the home run straight off the right. bat, but just little incremental changes. Did you want to take a quick second and add anything to that as far as anybody that may be listening right now?
I think one good tip that I learned from my mom, and I'm trying to implement it again, is my mom lost almost 200 pounds when she divorced my dad. And not because she divorced my dad, but I mean, she needed to make that change too. And she went through a weight loss class, and one of the things that they said is, you know, when you start to feel that you're hungry, drink an 8-ounce glass of
yes. water. Firm believer in that.
5 to 10 minutes later, after drinking that glass of water, if you're still hungry, that means you're hungry. You need to eat. Exactly. Because 9 times out of 10, we eat because we think we're hungry right. out of an emotional need. Right. So my mom did is, you know, according to, along with watching what she ate and exercising and stuff, she did a lot of things where she still does it to this day. If she feels hungry, she drinks an 8-ounce glass of water. If she's still hungry within 5 to 10 minutes after drinking that water, her body's hungry and she needs right. the food, and so she eats. Perfect. And I mean, and to her, that helped out a lot and stuff. And I mean, even if you do the 8-ounce glass of water, big cup of water before you eat, that's also going to cut down on how much you eat because you're going to feel fuller faster. Right. I'm so glad you actually I'll post the article in the description box underneath this YouTube video, but I actually wrote an article about that, staying full longer. Yeah. It's called Eating Smarter, so that's right on line with what I believe as well too. I can go, I mean, that's a whole nother hour conversation, but I like to end each interview with some just fun questions, just okay. to kind of, you know, unwind at the end of the session. So here we go, just rapid fire. If you can be an animal in the world, which one would you be and why? Lion.
And why?
Because he's the best. He's the king.
I like lions.
I do too.
Football or basketball?
Football.
We're not going to ask what your favorite team is. That's not a football.
Carolina Panthers!
I'm a Falcon fan myself. We're moving on. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible?
Be able to fly. I would get in trouble being invisible.
Good answer. Good answer. Hamburger and fries or Mexican food?
Depends on the hamburger and fries. But, I mean, I would have to go hamburger and fries because, I don't know if you know, I'm allergic to peppers.
I think you said that before.
I can't have capsaicin, which is the oil from the seeds in the peppers, so I can't eat peppers, so a lot of Mexican food I have to stay away from. So I'm going to go hamburger and fries.
There you go, by default. What's your favorite movie?
Godfathers.
Nice. Which one, anyone in particular?
All three.
All three, there you go. What's the last gift you've given someone?
The last gift I've given somebody would probably have to be my wife. I gave her some flowers and some chocolates.
Nice. You're a really romantic guy. That's another podcast, though.
Yeah.
Dinner or breakfast?
Dinner.
Oh, no breakfast. Summer or winter?
Winter. It's too hot.
Yeah, me too. Especially in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
All right, last one. If you had one superpower, what would it be and why?
Fly.
Be able to fly.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't like driving because I don't like the way other people drive.
I wonder if you would get tired flying.
Well, the superpower though, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
You wouldn't use it all the time though, but
If I could fly, I wouldn't have a car.
You wouldn't need a car. Why need a car?
To my point. I'd probably get tired flying back and forth.
Well, you would need a car though. You go grocery shopping. How are you going to carry it if you're flying? You're going to carry all your groceries while you're flying?
That's true.
Or say you want to go buy a TV at Walmart or something like that. You're going to fly carrying the TV. So you kind of still need the car, but still, flying would be awesome.
There would still definitely be a lot of stuff that you can get done flying.
Yeah.
But hey, Sean, I appreciate your time. I definitely plan to have you on sometime down the line, maybe the end of this year, the beginning of next year, to see where you've transformed and to see you put these things into action. And so I appreciate it, and we'll see what happens at the end of the year.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
It's been a blessing.
Thank you.